All right, here we go. Hello, hello. I missed out on yesterday's prompt because I was exhausted from some things. So today I'm gonna be making up for it by drawing both sting and I think shredded is today's word. Let me double check to make sure I'm actually correct about that. Yeah, sting and shredded. Sweeto potato. Sting I think is just gonna be pretty simple. Just a bee. You know, because that's what most people associate stings with, just bees and wasps and that sort of thing. I'm not really sure how to draw this bee. So I'm definitely thinking of cartoony, but like bees have 6 legs, and I think they have 3 parts of their body. They don't have things like that. I thought that's more waspy anyway. Bees are more like that. They're sad. Okay, actually, I'm gonna look up pictures of bees for anatomy reference. Bees. Alright, I guess it should be said ahead of time, in case you're scared of insects or have some kind of fear, bees are involved. Copy image. Bee. That's tiny. Oh. Big enough to see the details, but not huge. Not huge mungus. That's gonna be fine. So if I want to draw something relatively anatomically accurate, you need to remember they got 3 segments as most insects do. Let's see. Looks like the body is. Let's see. Where's there? I am. So we got that. That's about. It looks like it just gets about half as long every time. Maybe this is like a third of the length of this. So we get one bit, something that's half as long, and then a third of that length. But also as tall as it is, as the other thing was long. Something like that. It looks like we got legs here, here, and here. Of course, the stinger is going to be pretty small. Oh, and you might be wondering, oh yeah, what's the music all about? Why is it all corpo? That's because I'm thinking for the next word, shredded, I might just do a paper shredder. Office stuff. Okay. I'm gonna need to get some. I want it get a bit closer to here. A bit closer to weave. Move this closer. Move this closer accordingly. There. There we are. So let's see, we got the shape I want is going to be something like this. Actually, probably something like this. It's about half as long. That's too long. Like that, and then it's a bit. I want something more pointy. Right, that's huge. Huge mungus. What? Rah, there we go. Something like that, actually. That's nice. That's not so bad. That wasn't so bad either, actually. Hold on. We cooking? Are we cooking with this? Like this, or... I think that could work. Maybe a little bit of maybe this. Because they got a little beak here, it looks like. Obviously not a beak, but like, you know, stuff for the mouth. Let me see what. So plus I can get a better view of the mouth. There we go. Yeah, I guess as far as we're concerned, it's mostly just like tiny, yeah. Just two little pincers that are shaped kind of like a beak. So I guess that could work out. Wings we'll figure out in a bit. I'm fine with this being not fully accurate because I mean we could just go raw. We here at Bucket Corp are trying to make you happy, but you won't let us because you aren't selling us your data. Choose Bucket Corp now, or else your family will go missing. Corporations. Look, we all don't like them. And if you do, then, well, I'd love to talk to you about it, because why would you? I get companies provide services and goods, but corporations, that's what I have a problem with, personally. Whoop. Like that. You know, they say a bee shouldn't be able to fly. Let's put this actually over here. I'll, again, wings after. And now I gotta get this stuff. Looks like these guys are... Huh. Very interesting legs. It goes like... that. And then we got a big ol' thing like that. Super weird. And at the tip, closer towards the body, so over here, you got a little bit of, you got a little smaller leg. That's gonna be very confusing. Unless I make it a different thing like that. That's just gonna be very confusing, but it's necessary. Let's do this. There we are. And so we have, yeah, that shape. Duplicate around here. It probably should be smaller because it's, you know, further away. Something like that. Yeah. Something like this could work. There we go. There we go. Like that. Next up would be a smaller segment. A smaller leg, I should say. Let's see if I can erase this. I should probably also make this sketch into different layers because the legs are going to be pretty confusing to work with. There you go. All right, another leg. Let's see, because you got that. Maybe the legs could be rotated a little bit. I wish I could, but same paint layer. So my foolishness has once again gotten in the way of my victory. Or my success, I should say. It's alright. Oh, silly Billy like that. I can, no, get rid of the construction lines. I can do without them for now. There we are. Okay. Clunk this thing. Let's see. Rah. Such corporate, yes. We love our profits. Heck yeah. This would actually probably be completely covered on this side. Whoa. Hello, Cuneiform. How are you? Oh, maybe a bit up there. Okay. Yeah. And then the rest would absolutely be obscured by the head. So we didn't need to worry about that. We could do this, like, or that. Alright. Nice. Hope it was a good haircut. I know a lot of bad haircuts can happen. So I hope yours is good. Was it a new style or something that you usually go with? Because I don't experiment much, but I know other people do like experimenting with their hair. This last one is just going to be... This last leg. Usual cut. That's fair. That is very fair. Woo. Alright. Let's see this. Good there. That actually looks like this one. This would be fine then. I could do something like that. No, that's not good. Like this. Maybe I could stand to make the look tall. This one a bit larger. Because it made it as a top arm after all. We here at Bucket Corp strive to make the most money possible. Do like that, that. Cool. Man. Hope things have been alright. Let's actually go that like that. Get rid of this construction line. It's getting in the way. I know most people use construction lines on separate layers so they can just like get rid of it or make it disappear and then show that it exists. But nah, I ain't like that. this. And I can go ahead and do this. Tricky part's gonna be making this bee look fuzzy. Ooh, that's a good big. Okay, we got that. How many wings? It looks like just the one actually. And it's actually shaped more like ooh, that. Something like that. So I should probably reshape this to be more like that then. I like how I said I was gonna use separate layer for the different legs, and then I ended up not doing that at all. That's very funny of me. Ooh. Ooh, that's closer to good. I think I want something like, there we go. That's a bit thick. That could be good shape, but I want some slightly rounded edges. Oh, let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Kind of like a rhombus. Alright, let me go this. Let me go further down like that. And then we bring it back together. And we can go ahead and smooth that out. There we go, something like that. We can zoom in and get rid of these lines. Okay. Nice. Again. There we go. And that's a nice wing right there. I really hope I can replicate it with the line art, because that's going to be rough. There we are. That. It's just a sketch. I can perfect the wing later. And I see as I try to perfect the wing now. There we go. We love our bees, which is why we're committed to getting rid of none of them by the end of the quarter. Sting sketch. And this could be the sting line art. And it's starting to stink like onions. I love my cooking roommates. They make good food, but I'm not a big fan of the part where the onions come out. That's often always Urgh. What color would I label this bee? There you go. Go for a little bit of golden honey. Oh. All right. Let's go raise the size couple. Oh, jeez Louise. This cable. I did want to go a little bit. Let's go shrink. There we go. Slightly more cornered. There we go. Clear this out. Make it a bit smoother. Okay. Those eyes can be a separate color. I'm trying to get the body. There we are. Hopefully that looks good. The bottom here could use a bit of touch up. I say so. This and a little bit of go over. Let's synergize and come together to find a common goal. Let's circle back to this. All in all, I'd say we've synergized our tasks to maximize the optimal proficiency. I'm spewing absolute jargon right now. Let's get rid of these lines. We here at Bucket Corp wish you a very day. All of our products are designed to cause the maximum harm to our clientele, but we can't legally say that, or else we could be sued for defamation. There you go. Speak to your doctor to see if Bucket Corp's medicine is right for you. It isn't, but we would appreciate the extra money for our insurance department. There you go. We have been legally advised to not describe our products as medicine because they legally do not qualify as products that will better your lives. Instead, we opt to call our thingamabobs life-changing chemicals because they certainly change your lives. You know what? I'm gonna take these antennae as they are. I'm not gonna look a gift bee in the mouth. What if I did? I wanted to do that. Make it heavier at the end. We here at Bucket Corp hope you spend as much money as you possibly can on our products, and if not, we'll make sure you have to. Sign up for a Bucket Corp account today and receive your free update on how much money you could donate to our cause. Our cause of raising as much money as possible. There you go. We here at Bucket Corp prefer you don't call us by our names. In fact, we would simply prefer if you addressed us according to our titles, such as Supreme Corporate Lord 85 and Supreme, not Supreme Pathologist. What am I saying? So I should make this a new layer just so I can. There you go. Yoink. Get rid of the sketch. Oh, just listening to this music is making me sick. Sick to my stomach. Or whatever equivalent buckets have. Friends, family, profits. We here at Bucket Corp know exactly what you want. That's why we're determined to give it to you, whether you ask for it or not. Layer 1. Thanks, that's so cool. I'm so good at what I do. I tried Bucket Corp and it made me a better man. I tried Bucket Corp and it ruined my life. We here at Bucket know exactly what you want. So please, let us give it to you. Let us in. 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 You won't regret letting us in. Your life is just as good as ours. That's why we want to make it clear that you need our products. Or else, you won't be viable. That's why we here at Bucket Corp offer free therapy for our employees. There we go. We hire only the most contracted therapists to spread our message the only way we know how, through coercion. I might have a little bit of bias against corporations. Just a little. I tried Bucket Corp and look at me, I now wear glasses. I tried Bucket Corp and now I wear shades. Bucket Corp, where you look cool and sound cool. Ooh, this is close to the, what are these, pincers? Make that thin. There we go. Get us some layer 1. Yoink. Okay, so it works. That's fine. Liner. Get rid of this. And let's just get rid of that. And for layer 1, let's redraw this line right here. Let's circle back on why it's important to trust Bucket Corp. Bucket Corp is the most trusted advisory company in the entire world. You can simply ask any of our clientele what they think of Bucket Corp. And it's just a series of progressively more concerned and terrified individuals giving pretty blatantly coerced testimonies of why they trust Bucket Corp and why Bucket Corp's the only one for them. Let's go with the sketch. Because B stingers are barred. That's not right. I think they're only barbed one direction, but I could be wrong. Plus, this is just big. So what if we took this, and then we added barbs to that? Oh ho ho. This just cannot stop sounding like a commercial, which I guess is the point. I put on corporate music, or, you know, copyright-free corporate music. That one's actually nice. Maybe to do that. Oh my gosh, this sounds so corporate. Which I know it's the point. I put on corporate music. Let's just, that's actually a little bit big. Let's go ahead and do, what? There we are. Is anyone ever actually like convinced to purchase a product because of the music? Like, wow, at first I was concerned with all the health and safety risks, but then the jauntily tunes really convinced me. It really made me think about the benefits I could have for partaking of this medicine. Ah! I need to put the barbs on a separate layer. Gotta get further away. Actually, let me just strengthen this, because this is not a very strong connection, or a very strong line. There we are. Let's try this out. I get barbs. Fine, I'll keep it as just this smooth thing, which isn't too bad, but could be bad. Alright, bring this back. There we are. Here's the music. There we go. Nice. Ooh, maybe the second wing needs to be on a new layer. Wee. Get rid of some of this right here. Or the line art, the sketch here. There we are, and then get rid of this. Clean this up a little bit. Alright, line art. Get rid of this honey bit. And down here, get rid of this. It's supposed to be behind the thorax. Abdomen, thorax, and head. Layer one. And layer, line art. Let me clear out a bit of this leg here, because this is really okay. Line art. Get rid of this. We're just making sure everything is as it should be. No overlaps. Or no major overlaps. Nothing out of the blue. Ordinary. Alright. Maybe we could, let's see. How well could this work? You're a Bucket Corp. We're entitled to your money. Give it to us. And see the difference Bucket Corp can't make in your life. Let me try something like that. There we are. Something like that. Save. I think I'm pretty content with this. Let's clean things up. We've got a couple of extra strokes. Over here we got some. Well, bit of extra head right there. Let's see. Any other egregious things right here? This could use some strengthening or thickening, more opacity. Everything else seems to be fine. Okay. Save it. Let's get some of this color on here. Heck yeah. Alright, let's actually just real quick merge layer below, and we want the steam color. Steam color. I could try the same technique as I did yesterday to make sweep look fuzzy near the tip. It's all in the texturing. Texture brushes eventually. I'll put that on top of the color and lines. And that's okay, that's part of the color. Bit of the B. Yeah, alright. Actually, the top of the B is a slightly more orange, more brown. Okay. Alright, and then we got. Let's see if we can do something like this. See if it's more conducive to a. Not a gradient per se. That's barely a difference in color, but I'll still do it because I know tiny difference can make a big difference. It doesn't make much sense. Making this thorax a little darker to start can also help. There we are. And we can give it the stripes. These little brown stripes. You know. I'm gonna assume they go all the way around. Add to this. Make it extra thick. Go. We can erase the sides here. And then we can also change the actual line art to be closer to these colors. To be closer, because it's a bee. I guess right now it looks like waspy because it's not fuzzy. For that, I'll put that in. Why are you so? I guess that's just color. Okay. Scene color. Let's go fill this bit in. This part doesn't matter as much. Like this. Okay. We here at Bucket Corp hate your guts, but we won't tell that to you directly because we have a reputation to uphold. That's right, our reputation of being butt kissers. Butt kissers and stinky boos. That's what I'm trying to say here. This is nonsensical. It looks like the bee itself has a kind of brownish carapace here that's just covered in light yellow or lighter yellow whatchamafaces? Fuzz. So we'll try that out. In the top of the head, I really can't find anything to justify making it lighter. Like, this is the color it is. Tiny itty bitty, maybe a bit larger. Ooh. I wonder if YouTube's actually taken this stream down for suspended it. No, it's fine. Okay, cool. I'm surprised. Color me surprised. Okay, Mr. B, whatever you say. Let's color you surprised. We'll give these eyes big ol' highlights because it's a bee eye. It's kind of the spiders in the corners of my vision are making me see things. Namely, spiders in the corner of my vision. Okay. Undo. Okay. I guess the legs are mostly black. What did I do? What have I done? I just miscolored it. That's fine. I'm gonna make this dark brown. It's gonna be hard to see the actual difference in legs. That's fine, I think. There we are. This. There we are. Bzz, 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 bzz. Hold on, I gotta see something actually in the reference picture. Do bees actually have like fuzz on their legs even? I thought it's hard to tell. Let me look at the original reference picture. Excuse me, they do. It's light fuzz compared to the rest of their body. But yeah, I guess they do. That's pretty cool. Won't be used doing anything that detailed right now. Maybe later. Maybe later. Emphasis on maybe, because it's in. I'm not promising anything. I'm just saying. There we go. There we go. Look at this. Look at this leg. What a beaut. Absolute beaut right here. Yoink. Something's up with the leg here. It's supposed to go. Oh. I see what happened. I accidentally colored the line art a bit too much. Oopsie doopsie. I'll have to fix it. Yoink. Line art. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Now it's back to normal. Now we've got a reasonable suspicion of honey. There we go. Oh, undo that. Let's do that. There we are. Cool. B. It's very colored in. Let's see. Looks like the last thing is the actual wings. I'll just take this kind of light gray, and we'll go back in and add like the little colors that all the wings have. This isn't the line art. What am I doing? There we go. Now we can actually see a difference. Everything is fine. There we are. There we are. Look at this. Look at this. We here at Bucket Corp strive to get rid of bees as soon as possible. We understand that bees are unprofitable, and that they are instead eating slowly away at our profits, year by year. This is why we at Bucket Corp have decided to initiate the Kill All Bees protocol, to ensure that our profits soar above all the rest. We care about the environment so much that it pertains to our profits. Join Bucket Corp, and together we can kill the environment. Together, Bucket Corp. But if you're not here, you are our enemy. There we go. This is the little lines. I didn't put too much thought into it. So there you go. A little bit of triangle right here. We love bees, but not Bucket Corp. Bucket Corp despises bees. Here at Bucket Corp, we see bees as the antithesis of everything we are trying to do. Which is why we have initiated to kill or I guess I just did that bit. Grr, why can't I just reuse the same bit over and over again? Was that my alarm? You guys heard that too, right? That wasn't me. I think my headphones might be low. Which, I mean, I could just plug them in if I knew. What kind of cable did they take? What kind of cable is that? Is that USB-C? Oh, I gotta see this. Okay, it looks like it is USB-C. That was... You guys can see the... I don't even know what that means. That's probably the mic mute. I'm gonna see if I can plug this in to charge it. Okay, the music just paused. I thought I was going crazy. Real quick. I'm such a clean and organized streamer. Yeah, that's a lot of battery. Are you on USB? It seems I'm at a USB. What if I tried something? What if I just plug this straight in? Alright, I'm gonna try something. Bear with me. Bear with me here. This is gonna be weird, probably. If I do that. Let's go mute the output because that's gonna sound weird to you guys probably. Output, that's a sound. I don't want that. Okay. That's not gonna work. I could just get rid of the VTubing thing, the VTube model. Okay, back to sound. Right. Music? Guess playing. There we go. Try that. Okay, we can hear it again. You guys can't, but I can. I might actually just have to take off the... Yeah, okay, I gotta hurry up before something happens. That's my mic right there. This right here is the camera? Oh, I think so. Let's see it. Right. Okay, that's the camera. Cool. I have to... Yeah, because I don't have a USB. I don't have another way to charge. So I'll just have to go without the model for now. Alright. This will be bucket list for a while. I'm still bucket. Don't worry, bucket is still alive. It's just I'm just gonna be there. Okay. I think everything's fine. I think everything's fine. Okay. It's a bit quiet. Let's go raise the volume. There we go. That way you guys can now hear the... Oh, wait. Oh, that must be so weird for you guys. Oh, that's so... There we go. There we... What? No. Okay. That's so weird. Test. Okay. Okay, cool. Oh, that's back to normal. That was so weird. Sorry about that, y'all. But now it's back to... And I'm looking at the stream preview and it looks like... I don't know which one of my monitors is more reliable. But it looks like the one I'm currently using for drawing is a lot darker than the one I'm using for not drawing. So, to me, this B is a lot darker, which is cool, interesting, etc. Okay. All right, let's just, well, this has to be color now. well, it doesn't have to be. I could do this. Bah. Bah. And that could be part of seeing. Yeah, this could be part of the color. Where's your layer below? That was a fool's error. Okay. And where's your layer below? There we go. Okay, paint layer 1. Keep that. Is it music just then? Oh, I think my headphones finally died. So, here's what I'm gonna do. Another pause. This apparently doesn't charge, so we're gonna do a real quick switcheroo. On the bright side, this means I can put the camera back. I do need to charge this. Okay. Right here. See what I want? Right here. I'm so glad to have a backup, because that would make things very awkward. Yep. Okay, top that, properties, put this back to this. Okay, we do, nope, that's the wrong mic. There we go, back to this. And then we can, where's the microphone, the camera? I love technical difficulties. It's not a real stream if you don't have technical difficulties. There we are. Ugh. Well, that's a bit loud. And you guys can't hear that for some reason, so let's go make sure you guys can hear this. Whoa, that's loud. Hold on. There we go. Okay, put this back down below me, because you need to hear me. I am the important one here. Let's do that one more time. Okay. That's that. And are we back? Hold on. There I am. There's the music. Okay, we still have input there. Great. Okay. Everything is now put that in a sketch. Oh shit, I do want to put it. Okay, hold on. Where's there below? What is going on? That's the sketch. I want. There we go. Merge with layer below. Ah, looks like this is part of the actual line art. That's fine. I can work with it. This goes on top. This will actually merge in with the line art. Merging with the line art. Okay. That's that. Alright, now we're back to normal. Mostly. Okay. There we go. This cable is super finicky. Alright, let's add some texture. Textures. I like this for the Fergus, the fur. Let's try this. No, not really. This is our best bit. We want to make sure that the legs are still visible. It can cover the eyes a little bit. to make sure the legs are not covered at all. It's alright, I can do stuff about that later. Looks like it's darker in the eyes. In the front, at least. And it might be light towards the middle of the face? Looks like it's in reference. Yeah, so it looks like it's lighter towards the front of the face. Yeah, well, we'll erase the other front there. Once we get... There we are. Let's get this. I think this just meets both. There we are. Something like that. Let's get back to this color right here. We don't want much. Something like that. Maybe this can go dip it down a little bit. Okay. And now we got this for the middle of the torso. I guess the not the abdomen, it is the thorax. I'm so glad I learned about this brush and how good it is. More of this around the wings. And darker towards the legs, I suppose. Yeah. This, darker towards the bottom. And once again, yeah, I'll be erasing this stuff afterwards for the sake of stuff. For the sake of, you know, good looking good. It's like that. According to this piece of reference piece, this one doesn't have much for a fuzz. But according to other pieces of reference, the yellow bits of the thorax, abdomen, I don't know, of the bottom, those are the ones that have fuzz, whereas the brown parts are mostly exoskeleton. And there we are. Okay. There we go. That should work out. And I'll... I don't want that. I want erase. Okay. This is gonna be rough. Oh, no, actually I could just do this. And anything that's behind the liner I don't like, that's the liner, so I can get rid of. Here. This. See, I'm a genius. I also get rid of the color. The color's gonna... Yeah, there you go. That's gonna help a lot. There we go. Look at this. This is exactly what we kind of want. Ooh, let's see this. Okay. This is a little rough. I want this part exactly. Ah, I keep forgetting. Okay. There we go. I could probably also just. There you go. Okay, you're just here. There we go, something like that. I can stay. I can stay. I just got this leg free of fuzz. Why are you not going away? Oh, why does it take multiple passes with this brush? It's at 88%. I'm a fool. I'm a foolish fool. That's why it's taking so long. Alright, not worth that. That. These legs seem pretty mostly free of fuzz. This bit could use a touch up. That's fine. Where's up with the corporate music? There we go. Okay, let's add the color and move the texture back above the line art. Move the line art, move the color. Yeah, so we're erasing texture. Nothing beats this. What do we think? I'm thinking it's fine. It looks like he's got a little fro at the top, which is kind of funny. Actually, what am I trying to go with that? Okay, I just need to add a little bit of texture to the side here. That's all. There we go. Make it look kind of. It just doesn't look great right now. Just lower the amount of this. Alright, let's raise this then. This fuzz, so it's only dotted around. And around the top, I guess. It's actually supposed to go from the eyes to the other eyes. There we go. I don't know how much better I can make it, honestly. Do this. By that in. I'm probably gonna be stuck with a bit of a beef row, honestly. Do this. I'll erase a little bit above the eye here, on the eye itself, because it's okay to have a bit of this, but the eye needs to be poking out of the fuzz, not like embedded in it. Oops. Extra erase this. we go. Save. Alright, oh wait, I totally forgot to color this in at the top. Oh, I forgot about this arm, or leg. Very glad I caught that before the end. By the end, I mean the shading portion. Shading below texture. Above texture. This, get a bit of white, because we're going to start with the highlights, especially in the eyes. Here at Bucket Corp, we aspire to kill everything in the name of profit. If you or a loved one is standing in the way of profit, please say your goodbyes before we whisk them away into the sun to join our new crew, or our space crew. What is this? It's carapace. Why shouldn't it be? Fancy texture. Erase you. Erase. Erase. There we are. Okay, back to shading. Wrong one. There we go. Shiny. Straight up in the color. Let's just. It's fine. Back to shading. Oh, texture erase. What's over here? That is, in fact, the end. Okay, that's fine. Now on sale at the local hardware store. Come purchase the most manly of tools. You're not a real man unless you have a Jigsaw patent 5,000 billion. Nothing we sell is legal, but the cops already know. But they won't do anything because we're so manly. So stop by the hardware store at your convenient location, or you're a wuss. Alright, does that look worse? It looks worse. This was better. So lower than this. We can make this. It needs to be. It needs to allow it exists to shine. Literally, haha. Are. Just needs to blend. That's all I want to do. Just blend the inconsistent strokes. I can't not see a fro on this thing. I need to fix this. It's just bugging me. Pun intended. There we go. Now it looks more like a helmet, but that's fine. That's that. Let's work on the dark shading. Brushes. You shading.
Terraforminator.
Shout out if you remember what that is. If you know what that is. It's not a real thing, just as a hint. From a movie. About a couple of star-crossed lovers.
Are you man enough to take the man machine? Come stop by Rick's Man Tester and see how man you are.
That's
This person requested a man test and was found to be 85% man. Don't let society judge you, let us judge you. Here at Rick's Man Tester, you can see just how manly you are. We're so manly, we've even passed
I don't know.
a Barbie doll.
There we go. Let's go ahead and actually increase opacity for this. Maybe we can blend this better. Okay. There we go. Just gonna get the nice outline of this. I do need to write down Sting somewhere on this. I could write it on the forehead of the bee, like a tattoo. That would be really funny. There we go. I know I didn't shade the wings, so that's fine. Okay. Sweeto. And ready to let's do this. Let's go raise this T a little bit. There we go. Sting is complete. Let's get rid of this. Remove layer. Actually, not yet. Let's go. I've decided to give in to the temptation, and I've decided to do this. Oh, wait, let's put this in the title. Let's do this. There we go. Bad idea. Undo. Let's make this a lighter yellow. No, what if we actually do something fun? Like, made the stinger poke through? It pokes so shiny, it's so sharp it pokes through the sharps effect. That's so dumb. Redo. I think this is fine. Alright, cool. Now we have this. Group together. Ding, not stirring. Ding. Okay. We'll quick just a check to make sure everything's fine. What? Where did that drink out? Weave. What? Where did weave go? Oh wait, because weave inherits alpha, right? Okay. I want this. All right, everything's fine. Cool. Let's move this thing a little bit higher. There you go. And now the next word is shredded. Because we gotta do both of the words today. Otherwise it's gonna be incomplete. And I don't like that. Real quick water break. Cheers. Whew. So, next word is shredded, and to fit the corporate theme, we gotta go with something like a paper shredder. Question is, there are so many different models, different kinds of shredders that shred things in different ways. Is it possible to make it see, I'm not sure what to do. I'm seeing, I see something and I'm interested in it. This is going to be a very simple drawing, so I'm not too worried about detail or anything. So we have something like this. All right. That's bad. Let's go with something like this. There you go, something like that. A little slot up top. Bit of paper going through. This paper could probably say shredded on it. And then over here, we have a little window into the box. That's just full of it's full of shredded paper. You know, that's what I'm thinking. I think it could work. So thinking visually, you know, because this is so corporate, let's try to actually not emulate the corporate style, but try to use as little. Dude, come on, there you go. Use as little skill as possible. Oh jeez, that's so thick too. Why is this at 6? I want it to be 4. Even I think that could work. Okay, this is just sketch. Bigger. I want this to be big enough so I can actually erase things. There we go. Corporate. Let's do this. Okay. This. Go some with that. I'll take a couple of lights about active and there you go. Active, ready, whatever. And a couple of something like that. This is fun. Putting in like, there we go. That's a sketch. Shredded sketch. And shredded line art. Because everything needs a line art. We'll make this like a boring office blue. Alright, so we have a nice, pick a nice blue right here, and then make it so incredibly boring by removing saturation and value. There we go. So it's like there's a hint. There was once soul and life put into this, but it is now dead. That's the color I want from this shredder. If I could just draw well. If I could just draw a line. You know what? Nah. We're sticking with this theme. A little bit thicker. And right there. There we are. Something like that. That was good. Almost. Almost. There we are. Make this as boring and incorporate as possible. There. Okay. Another line. Make it a little bit thinner because you can't ever have anything that isn't calculated in corporate world. There we go. We here at Bucket Corp strive to shred only the best resumes we receive. If you're not lucky, we don't want you on our team. There we go. And we'll take this darker. More shadowy. There we go. That was the eraser button. There we go. Oh, this is so corporate. It makes you want to puke, which means it's perfect. Oh, there we go. It is even more soulless. The soulless window of the machine. I'm trying to make like an artistic statement here. You know? There we go. There we are. And something like that. Lastly, we want a couple of. Let's do this like. Here we are. Oh, all right. We need this to be calculated and actually in heartless. That's what we want. There we are. Okay. We can do some red here. Oops. Color this in. A little bit more. There we go. And let's make this last one like blue. Not blue, we already have a plenty of blue here. Sticky. There we go. Cool. And we'll take this. You can see that? I can't even see that at all. Is there actually... No, there isn't a line there. Oh, this is poetic. Oh wait, duh. I'm dumb. Of course there's not gonna be a line there. Okay, real quick. It's just so light, that's all. Put this back to here. There we are. Okay. There we go. Hold on, I want the darker version, just so it's actually lower the value. There we go. Okay, we want. That wasn't right. Lower the value, raise the saturation, raise the value a little bit. That's the red I want. I only want this to be corporate, not like invisible. I might actually want this to be more saturated. It's supposed to be yellow, not green. A little bit more saturation. go. Yeah. Undo, because I want this to be like this. There we are. Okay. This. Where's the saturation of this? Enough to be corporate mandated visible, but not enough to be corporate mandated soulful. There we are. And one more thing is going to be the sheet of paper. This, there's not really many ways to show off sheets of paper, so just black. Yeah, there you go, like that. Well, I could just take this real quick and erase back here. We at Bucket Corp know that you spend time to apply to our jobs. That's why we assure you that all of your applications are carefully read by a large language model that we create out of scratch. This allows us to know that you fail not on some arbitrary company's terms, but on our terms. Bucket Corp, where soul is looked frowned down upon. Merge layer below. Shredded art. Shredded lines. I'm gonna be shredded lines, and then shredded fill. I don't even want a hint of soul in this. Not even in the names of the layers. The more soul I put into fill layer, I need to use the fill layer. That's a shame. Let's go with all layers? Let's fill source. Whoops. Undo that. Okay. You want this to be fill mode. Continuous region using all layers. There we go. Perfect. The more soul I put into this, I shouldn't have even used a tablet for this one in the first place. There we go. Actually, let's take with that one. Do this. No, we want. Okay. We're gonna want to raise the threshold a lot. We want this to be. We want more saturation. Change the hue a little bit more. Oh boy. Police region until a specific boundary color. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, let's just do this. This one might actually have to be done by hand. No way, a corporate guy schmuck doing things by hand? I know. It's pitiful. Which is why I vow to never ever raise a pencil again after completing this. What am I doing? Just like that. What? What's wrong with you? Why are you a different color? I pick this color, and then you fill in with something different. What's going on? That's a little real. I pick a color and I want it to be that color. I don't understand. Why is it a different color? Okay, let's do this. We'll work on this. Oh, okay. This. And back to this. Do this. Raise the saturation by a little bit. Corporate approved green. Yes, that looks like the color. That is the color. Let me do this. Why? What is that? I don't understand, but I don't need to understand. I just need to trust the higher ups. Trust the corporate road. Trust the executives, guys. They know everything for our safety and well-being. Ha ha ha. They have our best interests in mind and not the best interests of the shareholders. That's for sure. Corporate paper shredder. I'm only disdain for my own drawing because it's corporate. I don't know if that's impressive or concerning. Alright, shredded lines. Is there something I can do? You know, no. Okay, let's just grab this. Lower the size a lot. It's supposed to be mostly white. What if I just... Just even behind the fill. Just get the top of the pile, and then we can figure out what to do with the rest. And yeah, I know, I could probably find some kind of symbolic reason as to why the shredded paper is drawn and the shredder itself is so corporate. Probably like the death of, the death of expression of humanity represented in the, I guess everything human is destroyed. All that which destroys it is corporate and soulless. What if I just started doing this? I'm so good at coming up with metaphors, I suppose. I'm so glad that the world is so dependent on conglomerates and everything that we are incapable of perceiving or comprehending a society built off of love and art. I guess it's just been the way for the entirety of humanity, which kind of sucks, but meh. What can you do except whimsy about it? Alright. Here we got this. Don't ask why the shredded paper is at different lengths. It's probably because of the I don't know, it's at an angle. That's the symbolism behind it. It's at an angle. Alright. Let's go lower this a lot. Cancel. Take this. I'm gonna lower the values. Let's just make this down to like 41. Okay. Put this in front of the shredder. That could work. Alright. And this is just the background, so this is the inside of the whatchamafaces. Actually, you know what? Let's put this behind the shredded film because this is just lines. Or behind the way. What are you? Oh. Right here. Okay. Wait, hold on. More opportunity to do this. What's the continuous? What do you mean? This is all covered up at least. Yeah, so. Oh, lower the shred. There we go. Alright, let's take the lines. Layer 1. Shredded paper. And the back. Alright, shredded paper. We're gonna do this. Right there. We're gonna. There we are. Okay. Boom. Boom. Let's get rid of the grow. Other one though. Actually, for the background, let's change this to this. Nah, just change it to black. But your background, change you black. Whoa, hold on. Oh, right, because this is that. Okay. This. Okay. Yeah, I know. Well, it's okay to use the It's okay to use whatchamaface for this, the pen and tablet. Because remember, this is the representation of soul put into work that is being shredded by the corporation, I think. So it's okay to use a pen here because it represents the fight back against the greed of commerce and what say ye? See, this is part of the background. I get it. Just gonna cover this. There we are. Okay. Back to this. I'm just gonna make it less effort. Just do this. This makes it easier to do because I don't have to be super within the lines. Yay! Look at that. Okay. Printed paper. These two get to stay together. Where's the layer below? Inside. And on the lines, we get to have the. Well, hold on, we got the. Try to fill. Okay. Real quick, you need to go back to this. That way, when I shredded fill, we can still keep this. There we go. Guess accidentally let human creativity bleed into the soulless husk of corporate culture. We must cleanse this. There we are. You may be wondering, who are we? How do we get into your house? And what do we plan to do with you? Well, rest assured that Bucket Corp has only the best plans for our customers. Plans that involve pain, dismemberment, and even chance of death. So please, join us. Join us. Join us. Join us. Shredded paper. Inside. Paint layer 1. This is gonna be yoink. Yoink. Yeah, that. We'll do this. And this. Actually, nah, do this. Yeah, and lower the opacity here. Because this needs to be corporate sanitized. What's going on? Why are you not colored? What? Gasp, has human expression finally succeeded? Have we risen up against our masters of our fates? I don't know, but not. Oh. Oh no. Cancel this. Save, if I can. Fingers crossed. I didn't save since before the bee was finished. Please don't crash. Oh no. I'm gonna. Oh, I can't even do that. Oh. Please. 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 Oh. No. Oh, please. I don't want to lose this. This was so thoughtful and I can't make it stop whatever's doing. There's the, okay, wait, I need to wait for this to finish. I can't. Please. I can't let this force quit. This needs to finish. Oh. Please, please program. Please just don't crash on me. Don't crash on me. I'll do whatever it takes. This is monitor. I wonder. Processes. Okay. Oh no, I see Krita. Oh no. Oh, there you are. Okay. You. Change priority. Very high. I need you to finish. I need you to stay around. Oh, I can stop and continue. That's fine. I just don't want this to fail. I need this to stay. Please. Oh, please. Oh boy. Push comes to shove, I'll just like use the VOD and grab the images of what I was working on. Oh, please. Ooh, I can make it small and big, and that's funny. Oh, that's actually not funny. That's on the main screen. Oh boy. Please, I beg of this program to finish normally. I'm making it worse than it actually is. Wee, woo, woo, wee. I'm gonna wait for this to finish. I actually do not want to lose any of this progress. But in the end, that is ultimately what the drawing is. It's that. It was on screen for a while. So yeah. If I recover this stuff, I'm gonna just immediately post it because it was pretty much complete. I'll post it onto the Discord and the Twitter. Yeah. Thank you guys for coming around. I pray this will finish normally and will be fine and visible and good. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next word, which is I pray. Drink. That's gonna be interesting. All right.